And welcome back to West Brom Fan TV. Now, first of all, I know it's a preview video, but I want to say a big congratulations to everyone getting their A-level results. You all got what you wanted, so you're going to the uni you want to go to, or even whatever else you want to do. You got the right apprenticeship and stuff, and that's all sorted out. But yeah, I'm going to crack on to the video now. So, Saturday, the 20th of August, West Bromwich Albion take on Hull City at the Hawthorns. I mean, let's start with Wednesday. Now, wasn't that just an absolute shocker? I mean, we can't hit a barn door with a banjo. The amount of chances we've had in that game. 15 shots, 7 on target. Cardiff had 5 shots. I mean, no disrespect to them. They were all right. I think they were very well organised. But if we can't break that down, then we really are going to struggle, because they're nowhere near the best team in this league. The best team in this league are probably Sheffield United, the Burnleys. These are a mid-table team that we couldn't break down. But I think, yet again, it all rests down to the striker. We need a striker. We've got no one who's able to put balls into the back of the net consistently. And, what's the word? Clinically. Like Blackburn have with Brereton Diaz. And all these other clubs who are just whacking goals in. Joel Piroux, another one, for example, last season, he was clinical. But I think that this Saturday game it's not really where we would have thought we'd have been. I think starting the season, it's very, very high pressure game for us. We're all eager for a win now. It's been so long since we've seen just anything that looks optimistic, I guess, at the minute. And I know I'm usually quite positive in these previews, but it was so dire on Wednesday. It was getting to the point like it did last season, where we're going into games knowing that it's not going to score. Literally, I was sat next to my mate. Every time a ball went into the box, I just said, this is going to get cleared at the first man. And 80% of the time, it did. But yeah, we're going to look onto the opposition. Now, Hull, they are a good side, to be fair. Actually, I'm quite impressed with them. I think they'll probably push for playoffs this season. They've had a lot of new signings. The new owners that came in and proper steamrolled the club into the right direction. Not to do with the game, but they've opened up, I think, the stand behind the goal. They've given that to the home fans, and that's basically created a way better atmosphere at the K-Com than ever before, because they've got a proper little feisty, little noisy corner behind the goal. It's decent. Actually looks really good from the vlogs I've seen. So I think that's a big part to do with why they're playing well as well, because they've actually got a better home atmosphere, a better backing. But yeah, they've they made signings such as Seri, Tufan. They bought some striker, and I forgot his name. I don't really know Hull extremely well. I just know that last season they were a very well drilled side. Lacked a bit of quality, and now this season they've got that quality. So yeah, the only way is up for them, really. But yeah, I think that they're coming into this game after, I think they beat Bristol City 2-1, they beat Norwich 2-1, two top sides really for the division, big clubs that they've put to the sword, and they're full of confidence. They're going to be up for it, definitely. I think, if I'm going to be honest, they're the favourites on a Saturday by a mile. They look so much better than we do. Sorry to be so negative, but it's true. I'm going to go and get my score predictions out of the way now before I start waffling on with anything else. I'm going to say West Bromwich Albion 1, Hull City 2. Yep, it's the first time I've been negative all season about a score prediction, but I think we're going to lose, because from what I've seen, we've got no striker, and I just can't see us getting the ball into the back of the net. I think we'll dominate the game, but I just don't think we're going to score that many goals. And Hull have the quality and the clinical nature to just bury chances like easy. They only need probably about 4 shots and they'll score 2, whereas we need about 37 to score 2, pretty much. But yeah, I also want to add on transfer room that's came out recently. Lucas Zhao, apparently, we're looking at. That would be a top signing. I've watched some of the highlights of him, and what I love about him is he actually takes on men instead of just standing up and doing a stupid ball roll. He runs, he drives at them, he gives them a bit of a shoulder. That's what we like to see, a bit of physicality in the attack. And he looks like a good finisher. I've looked at his stats. I think he's played 1 game this season, scored 1 goal. He's only been on the pitch for 20 minutes for Reading in that game. It was the midweek one, I think 3-0 win against Blackburn, which is a huge win for Reading. And last season, I think he scored 10 in 24, which is, again, pretty decent. And some of them were off the bench. You having injury problems all season. And then the season before that, he scored 19 in the 34, I think, which is their top figures, especially for a team like Reading, because, with all due respect, they haven't necessarily got the most amazing midfield in the world. I mean, they did have Swift last season, but that was the season where Zhao was mainly injured. It was probably the one before where Swift had pretty average figures. But yeah, I think it'd be a top signing. Like I said, physicality is what we need at the minute, and he has it in abundance. So yeah, I'm sorry if I seem a bit tired in the video. I've had a 3 hours sleep. I was celebrating last night my results, and yeah, I look absolutely knackered, to be honest. I'm going to round it off there. Thank you all for watching. I'm not going this Saturday, the first game I'm missing. I'm actually going to miss it so much. I'm doing Derby though. I'm doing Huddersfield away, doing Wigan away, doing Burnley. I'm doing basically every game in August and September after this one. So yeah, fingers crossed I'm wrong and we get a result. But yeah, I'm actually being really negative once.